Hello everyone, or should I say hello everybody. Welcome to Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. It's finally here. I'm looking forward to this so much. I love this game. Although, I am going to say from off the bat, two things. I am going to be cutting the cutscenes short and explaining what's happening to get to the dungeons quicker, because that's like the main part of the action. And I have an issue with my capture, so there is a very slight crackle on the talking, sometimes not so slight, so just bear with it. It's not that bad necessarily, but this was a game that was released originally on the Wii around 11 years ago, and it's based on Final Fantasy characters, as you can see on the bottom there. And Square Enix did some fantastically fun and enjoyable games for the Wii. My Life as King was one of the games that I just played so much, and this never really got a decent Final Fantasy game. I'm not going to go into that, but they definitely gave us some fun extra games, shall we say. Alright, so let's get down and started with this, shall we? Alright, so you can see that I have already started playing the game. That is for a reason I'll go into in a minute. We're going to start a new game, and we are going to pick hard mode. That's right. Enemies are more powerful, and when we collapse in a dungeon we will lose all of our items and money. So I'm being a bit more dangerous. Now, the reason I already played it is because I have already played it. It's not a new game for me anyway. But also because, firstly, I wanted to test the difficulty. I wanted to see what I could do for this playthrough.
Head for the tower in the sands. You're certain to find what you seek there.
Oh, little tower. Lovely tower that is. The other reason I played it first is because I wanted to test the controls. I've noticed over time that the controls for my Switch are a bit dodgy.
It harbors timeless power, if you believe the rumors.
If I'm using the Joy-Cons, then the character just keeps going north. Oh, glad to see you ready there. Open the menu with X. Look in your bag. There's stuff in your bag. Go in your bag.
Great.
I love the way they do that. It's weird they've got kind of commentary for some of it and not for others. It's weird, but that's fine. There's nothing in your items. It's a bit weird to give it as an option. But here we go. We're in our first mystery dungeon. The layout changes every time you come into a mystery dungeon. It involves the items and the monsters and everything. We have in front of us our first set of armor. Can be equipped from the menu options that they've just told us exists. But yeah, what will happen is I'll push up to move up, for example, to come here. And the character will just continue to move up on their own. And it happens in menu screens, it happens everywhere. And it's, in a game like this, it's very, very dangerous. I'm not using my Joy-Cons. What I'm using is my Pro Controller, because it doesn't do it on the Pro Controller. But there we go. We're equipping. I'm going to equip these. Now, what we've just missed, because I'm a little bit behind now, is that you'll see next to my health bar in the top left, I'm at 97%. That is my stomach gauge. That's how hungry I am. if your hunger gets to 0, you will start taking damage. And the only way to fill it up is to eat. So you have to eat. You can move diagonally if you push certain fancy buttons. And there are hidden traps, you can see right there, that will appear if you attack the square that they are in. But they can be dangerous, so you got to look out for them, I suppose. I never understood the point of being told, because that would essentially mean you have to like attack every square to keep an eye out for them. I don't know. Now what they said was true. Every single mystery dungeon is random, except this one. This is very much the tutorial mystery dungeon, so it's the same layout every time. And for those that have been watching my Pokemon mystery dungeon, then you'll understand the basic dynamics of the game. But the way that it works, very simply, is every time you take an action, whether it be move or attack or heal or anything, every enemy will also take an action. But as long as you don't move or do anything, they won't move either. Yeah, we went up a level, lovely. So in this instance, for example, if you go down the hallway, the enemies will follow you, but then they can't get to the other side of you. Is there anything down here? No, there isn't. Okay. I don't think I checked on my first go. In the first go, I only literally completed this dungeon and got to the town. I didn't actually do any further than that. There you go. This one's slightly tougher. So we're now going to use our abilities. Now, if you look under my health bar in the top left, I've got SP. Those are my ability markers. And if you look very carefully, every time I actually do a move, they rebuild again. You can see that every time I kick or get kicked. See that? Look, they're building up. That is an ability in this game. That if you just do nothing, like there, I kick, and you can see my life is also going up. So if you want to, you can basically... Oh, nice.
Let's move, Chocobo. The treasure's just ahead. I can smell it.
Yeah, what you can actually do in these is... Okay, so that makes this bigger. You can stand by the exit steps and just kick constantly until your SP and your HP have increased all the way. This is the only story cutscene I've left in.
Well, long time no see, my fellow courageous treasure hunters.
Irma and Volg.
Well, I wonder, would this be the treasure you were talking about? Timeless power? Well, I'd say you were a tad too late.
Now, did she do this? Was this something she caused? We don't know. But we all got caught up in it. Plus, I'm going to say, if there was something in that tower that was like ultimate power, it wasn't that difficult to get to. I mean, those enemies weren't that hard at all, were they? Plus, if she had just got to that point in the dungeon, why were the enemies still alive? Did she sneak past them? What did she do? Did she climb the outside of it? I don't know. There's lots of questions. I'm not happy. No, I'm very happy. So, here we go. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon. Everybody. Now, the reason it's called Everybody is because we can literally befriend everything and everyone in Forgetful Town to be our buddy. So here we are. We come out of a fountain in a town. Now, we don't know where we are and have no idea how we got here. But we meet the mayor of the town of Lost Time, and his name is Gale. Now, he has problems with memory, as does everyone in this town. There is essentially a big bell. As you can see there, a nice big tower. And every time the bell rings, an angel gets his wings. No, this happens. A big vortex opens above people's heads and it physically takes memory from that person. And it's happened to our main character here. So we end up meeting Sherma. She lives out of town because she doesn't like the fact that people are losing their memory. And she makes us leave the town before it happens again. She lives in the farm with her aunt Stella, and has invited us to stay with her for the time being because since he has lost his whatever the memory was that he lost, it's hurting him now. So we go in, we meet Stella, and she has lost her staff. So she goes back to the town to try and get her staff back, and Chocobo is sent to look after her. On the way out, he bumps into this little creature, Dungeon Hero X. He is basically your extra guides in which he'll give you help and advice throughout the game. There are books scattered around that he's written, and in this instance he's given you the Buddy Registry. This is the town so far. So none of the shops are available yet because none of them know how to do fire anymore. But you know where they all are for the time being. And then as you reach the mayor again, suddenly a meteor crashes down to the town. And it's not just any meteor, it is an egg with a baby in it. There it is. Now, everyone's a little bit confused because they all kind of know that babies do not come from eggs. And it's very confusing. And he then loses another piece of his memory. But this time, for the first time, the baby actually reacts to the swirling vortex and disappears inside it. You then receive the brooch of memories, which allows you to enter the whirlpool of memories. Alright, so that's the first cutscene. I'm now going to hand it back to myself for the live commentary. So that is basically our first proper mystery dungeon. Now every time we go into mystery dungeons they are random. So let's give this a go. Mayor Gale's memories. Here we go. Oh, what's the big? Oh yeah, what's that? Does that big crystal let me choose buddies? Maybe, because I haven't been given an option. I don't. Some enemies possess special characteristics different from Chocobo, such as acting, taking damage, healing, blah blah blah. Pay attention. Okay. Well, because I pre-ordered this, I have the option. Oh, that's your job. Oh, okay. I haven't got any extra jobs yet. Oh, so how do I choose my buddies, I wonder? What's happening?
Finally, Kobo. From now on, you can call me with this whisper weed. I'll be there in a flash.
Oh, that's what it does.
Now,
okay.
I'm gonna give you a stunningly useful piece of advice. Lucky you.
And before anyone's like, oh, you know what happens in this game, you've played it before. I literally played it 10 years ago or so. So, yeah, I don't really remember much. I remember going into people's memories, kind of, but that's basically it. A savior from the skies? A prophecy, you say? Okay. Now, yeah, the way this game works is, like I said before, every time you move, they move. That's really the function of this game, is to use that to your ability to make sure you always have the other hand. Let's walk on that trap. Yeah, there you go. If it's green, it should always be good, I think. I don't know that's a thing, but we'll see. But you know, you're supposed to have buddies in this. And I have 2 buddies for pre-order. But I didn't get an option. Okay, so the boxes give you job points. And once you have enough, you can change your jobs. You saw me go on this crystal just now. So that answers that. I was going to wonder how that works. Okay, so that will give us different jobs. And then we can be like a knight or a priest or whatever. They were the jobs that you could be during the Crystal Chronicles games. Okay, well that's 1 floor completed. Enemies will continue to spawn randomly. So you can just keep walking around and trying to heal yourself or level up your SP. But you will continue to lose hunger, so you want to be a bit careful. Alright, so it said I got Rusty Talons +2. Yeah, look, I'll go up. So I'll have those, I think. Yay. Now, it's telling me whether it's a plus or a minus here. But once I get into the game, that's not going to be the case. What will happen is... Oh, hello. What will happen is I'll pick them up and they'll just be question marks. And I have to either wear them or use a special item. What are those? Like donuts. Buddy points when you defeat enemies. Claim your buddy points. Buddy points are applied to the monster type. Oh, so I've got to collect the buddy points. And then I can use them as buddies. Right. Oh, well, there we go. Oh, well, let's have a look at the buddy registry. We haven't looked at that yet. Right, so there's 14 characters. Oh, wow. So you can literally get everything and everyone as a buddy. Oh, can I get the cat? I want to get the cat as a buddy. He's in the docks. I wonder if I catch fish. So goblins, I'm only 8 away. Wow. And I'm 10 away from bats. Steel bat. Werebat is the second one. Why is it telling me the second one? Oh, because I fought one. Okay, yeah, because that was the boss, wasn't it? And I'm only 8 away from goblins. Okay. You see, there's my 2. Those are the 2 that I got for... They look quite advanced, to be honest, so I might not have used them. But I wonder why I didn't have the option, then, of choosing them. Grab those. So my plan before the end of this first dungeon is to have bats and goblins. They appear to be the only enemies in this level. But I want both as a buddy by the time we finish. Oh, more bats. Ow. Yay, went up a level. We're not doing too bad for levels. And that's the floor 2 done. Now, if I can remember, and if it's the same as your dreams, hold on. A new day is dawning on our fair town. I missed the last one. Yeah, if this is the same, then in theory, hey, more greens. Floor 4 will be the boss, and floor 5 is the ending. Oh, there you go, look. That red around the steps means that is the boss. There's a harder enemy below. Bang. I'm not using my abilities at all. But that's because even though I have a chance of 3, I don't know what this boss is going to be or how tough. And I really want to go down there. I'm so close to getting a goblin. Lovely, it filled up for me. And that's what I was saying as well, is that oh yeah, I've got more. You can see my life is now full again. That's probably the best. Oh, it's a turtle. Oh, I want a turtle. Ah, and you see, this is what it was saying before. Now, turtles, 2 moves to do anything. So 1 attack, and now he hasn't attacked. But now I move, and that's his move. Okay, well, that was perfect. So now I know how turtles move. That's good to know. The goblins seem to run away, I've noticed. Yes, we've got goblins as buddies. God, this is a big floor, isn't it? And you see, this is what I'm choosing to do as well. I'm choosing to complete the floor before I actually go down the steps. Because I want the experience, and I want the buddy points. And the drop points as well, actually. Come back here, you. Where you going? Ow. I'll tell you what, those goblins can half hit quite a bit. Yes, we've got bats as well. There we go. But you see, now I don't want bats or goblins. I want turtles. Give me my fucking turtles. Oh, okay. So, this is like the last room? It is. Okay, so let's make our way back. And then, as long as we're fully healed... Oh god, 2 goblins. Probably not now then. Kick him while he's asleep. You just run immediately. Damn it. Yeah, let's go down here. Let's use that technique. Always stay in corridors. Now, there is a thing that I'm hoping isn't in this game, which was very much in Azure Dreams. And that was monster rooms. Now, they work in such a way that you walk into a room, stand on a trap, and... Oh, there's a turtle. And basically monsters fill the room, completely surround you so you can't get out. Those are rooms that are evil. Absolutely evil. I killed him. Oh crap, he hit me. I got drop points back there, 4 turtles, so I need to grab those. Because I want the turtle drop points. Yes! Lovely, okay. Now I'm going to heal myself before we go, but I want to have a look. So we've got the bat, there he is, steel bat. The werebat's next. There's the turtle. We only got 4 more for turtles. Yay. And we've got ourselves a goblin. We don't know what the next one is, but it's 27 to unlock him, so we're working our way to it. I'm going to move around. Oh, well, I was until the bat appeared. And you see, this is what I was saying about you can move to re-heal yourself, but you've got to be wary because enemies will still continue to spawn on the level. But I've got a load of jars. What was that? Oh, that's the SP heal, okay. Oh, potion, I've got 1. I don't need to eat, I don't think. 55 should be fine. Oh, I've still got another 2. Okay. Let's use 1 then. And let's go see what this boss is, shall we? Henceforth, I shall redouble my efforts to be the best mayor in this town. Oh no, a big turtle. Big turtle. Oh no, and he's shielding himself. That's just going to make it harder to kill him. God damn it. Alright, so look. There it is. Okay, so what I can do is he moves every 2 turns as well. So I can do my attack, and then I can move backwards, and he'll follow me like that. So until I hit the wall, he won't get a move. In theory. So that was a good little defense, but now I'm back against the wall. So looks like I'm just going to take damage now. Ow. He headbutted me. He's doing the same. He's just using all his special moves immediately. Ah, but I've got a move now, so that's handy. I might have to use a potion. God, that defending is not great. Ow. I'm gonna have to heal myself now. I can't run the risk. Okay, no. I can do my ability. Yes, we beat him. Oh, I got a saddle, lovely. Loads of money. Oh, 29 job points. Let's have a look. So, almost into the next level, actually. But 33 job points. I've picked up so many job points, and I've still got 33 to go. Alright, fine. And the leather saddle defense goes up one, but it says that looks like a minus. Because the other one was a plus. I'm not going to risk it. Look at this precious child. His name is Raffaello, I think. We got his memories. Obtain a job memory. To gain the ability to change to its corresponding job. So there you go. We now have the job of knight, I believe that was. And we found little Raffaello. That's the only problem, is the text between the levels isn't an option for me. It just goes on its own time. So it's going a bit too quickly for me to read it to you, but I am reading it.
There is only one thing, one rule that must absolutely be followed, and that is to forget. When you forget, conflict, anger, sadness, everything's wiped clean away. But when you remember things, it only brings disaster. And as mayor, inviting disaster is unacceptable. Yes, oblivion is a virtue. My name is Gale, and I am this town's mayor.
And there we go. That is where I'm going to leave it. We have just rescued the baby that came from an egg from space. Don't ask. And we have just learnt the very basics. We've done the tutorial dungeon and we've done the first proper dungeon. We did really well, and we've got 2 buddies to play with in our next dungeon. So thank you very much for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please take a look at some of my other videos that I have on my channel. There are links on the screen right now. And I will see you again next time.